I'm Hollywood Nick Maker, and you're watching Season 4 of Nick's Video Store. You know, the three things I'm known most for are my charm, my lustrous hair, and my ability to successfully run any form of business. I have a successful film studio, a thriving Videorama, a chain of erotic bookstores, and now I present to you my newest project. Introducing Super Meteor World, the TV station. That's right, tune in to channel 318 for the best entertainment a short-range digital signal can offer. This week's featured program is called Dogfights. In this zany sitcom, two jet pilots resolve their differences the only way they know how, by having their dogs duke it out. That's right, Chewy and Pup Pup are more than meets the eye, as these talking dogs compete weekly in the Teeny Tiny Puppy Dog Talent Show. And there's also some sort of side story about a sausage vendor that's outspoken with a knack for trouble. Tune in to Dogfights, Mondays at 11 on Super Meteor World, channel 318. Welcome back. Things have been a little crazier than usual here at the Videorama lately. Hollywood Nick decided to start his own television network, and I bet you can guess who he put in charge of running all the day-to-day operations. I spent about 12 hours a day for the last 3 months just trying to digitize all the movies and shows here at the Videorama. That way we could air them on the network. I'm not sure how legal any of this is, but Hollywood Nick assures me it's all been taken care of. On top of that, I've also had to do all the wiring for the network tower, gather sponsorship for the network's commercials, and I've had to deal with an infestation problem here at the Videorama. Like I already didn't have enough going on, somebody decided to return their VHS rental with creatures living inside of it.
Hey, who you calling a creature? I'm an individual. My name's Trash Can Roach.
Okay. We have a roach infestation. And worst of all, these things can talk. Either that or I've finally been driven insane, but either way, I want them gone. Wait, your name's Trash Can? I thought the roaches in the movie were named human names like Ralph.
What, you believe everything you see in the movies? In reality, us roaches is named after the place we was born. Next thing you'll tell me is us roaches got good singing voices. Trust me, bub, you don't want to hear me singing in your shower.
I don't want you anywhere near my shower. Anyway, I see you're interested in watching Joe's Apartment. Here's what you need to know about the movie. This film stars Jerry O'Connell as Joe, Megan Ward as Lily, Robert Vaughn as Senator Daughtry, Jim Turner as Walter Schitt, Reginald Hudland as Rodney Roach, and Billy West as Ralph Roach. Joe is fresh out of college and trying to make it on his own in New York City. However, finding an affordable apartment is a little harder than he imagined. Luckily for Joe, the perfect place just opened up for rent. The only catch is he has to deal with a few thousand roommates. Yeah, you guessed it. His apartment is infested with cockroaches. The talking and singing variety. Will Joe ever learn how to live with his friendly infestation? The worst part about this movie is it doesn't have a remastered physical release. The most current version you can find is on DVD, and it's one of those semi-rare movies that you can't just find at your local superstore. Although you can find it here at Hollywood Nick's Videorama. Okay, so the real worst part of this movie is just how disgusting it is. If you aren't a fan of cockroaches, not that anyone would be, then this movie might put you on edge. A lot of what the roaches do is comical and amusing, but there's also plenty of scenes of roaches just scurrying around, and it's enough to make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Hey, I resent that. Us roaches is an elegant species.
The gross scenes honestly fit well with the movie and aren't by any means unnecessary, but they are still pretty cringeworthy. While disgusting, the roaches are simultaneously the most entertaining part of this movie. They dance and sing and crack jokes and seem like generally fun little critters. This movie does an amazing job at turning the most disgusting pest in the world into a charming and hilarious species. The film has a similar feel to a kids' movie with a talking animal sidekick, but with a much darker overall tone. A lot of the roach's antics remind me of something you'd see in a Looney Tunes cartoon. There's a lot of goofy moments and wisecracks from the roaches that will have you rolling with laughter.
Us roaches is hilarious. Just the other day, my pal, used baby diaper, got Hollywood Nick so good, jumped right into his coffee and swam around for a while. Even did a little poo while he was in there. Classic used baby diaper.
Surprisingly enough, the Roach's songs are super catchy too. This movie is packed full of toe-tapping tracks about Joe's apartment, sewer surfing, and of course, funky towels. On top of that, the movie also features a pretty decent rock soundtrack, with music from artists like Moby and Green Day. Visually, the movie is very colorful and animated, and the CGI used for the roaches is really good for the time. There were only a few scenes where it looked slightly dated, but even then it wasn't too distracting. A lot of interesting camera techniques and angles were used in the film, such as spotlighting a roach that's trapped, lighting to make a cat look evil, and a view from within Joe's mouth, as well as plenty of other visually interesting scenes. There's also a scene where Joe's fighting a cat that is very reminiscent of the Evil Dead. Another technique I really enjoy is how the objects in the apartment shake to show that there's roaches talking inside of them. I thought this was a clever way to animate the roaches cheaply and easily, while still remaining visually interesting.
CGI roaches? Don't they know they got plenty of real roach actors out there trying to put breadcrumbs on the table?
This movie was based off an MTV short of the same name, and it was the first feature film produced by MTV. Plenty of celebrities have guest voice roles in the film, such as Tim Blake Nelson, B.D. Wong, and Dave Chappelle. There's also a featured appearance from Sandra Denton of the music group Salt and Pepper. Even though this film does have some polarizing reviews online, I'd still highly recommend it if you're into cartoonish musical comedies with gross and dark undertones. Which I'm now realizing might be kind of a niche audience.
Nah, still check it out anyway. This flick gives us roaches a good name in society.
As charming as they may be, I really need to get back to dealing with my problem here at the Video Realm. And maybe find myself a psychiatrist.
Hey, help out my pal, and subscribe to Super Media World and check out the other videos on their channel, will ya?
You're making it so much harder to murder you. See you next time.